We are at a property that we coined the 500. It's 500 continuous acres. There are 12 hidden food plots within the property. The one main thing we need to focus on is how to get into these stands, how to get into the food plots without busting every deer in the morning. One main thing about this property is it's pretty flat. It's a little different than your normal Buffalo County property. But we don't have the access behind a ridge or in a ditch. OnX is going to be a key component and a huge tool we use now, up until hunting, and throughout the hunting season. We're going to match up deer travel and our stand and camera locations to really hone in and put the final pieces together. While we're out here today, we're going to be marking stand locations, camera locations, and our access trails. And that's going to be huge when we come to put a hunting plan together to really get after the big bucks on this property. We just came in our main access trail, and from here we can go 3 different directions. We can go to the left and go to a small clover plot. If you go straight, you come to the 6-acre soybean field, the nursery. What you see here is a secondary access trail that gets us to the other end of the nursery. So we're out in the middle of the nursery plot. We have 3 rednecks set up on 3 different corners and 4 cameras. I'm going to go onto my OnX app and mark each stand location and each camera. By marking each camera and stand, we're going to cross-reference pictures with where it is on the OnX app and really be able to strategize and hunt these deer. We're at the first trail camera and we're going to mark this location. We're going to click on the icon, we're going to go down and select trail camera. From here we're going to go in and add a note. This is our camera series 500, so this is camera 501. So you hit save and now this camera is marked as 501. We just finished up at the nursery plot, marking all the cameras and stands. We're going to head over to the clover plot and do the exact same thing. After that, we're going to head over to the tater top plot, which is a totally different access point. We just marked the camera and stand at the clover plot. It's a very small secluded plot in the middle of nowhere between a huge bedding area and more food, so deer are going to be transitioning through here all day long. Now we're going to head over to the tater top plot. We are at the tater top plot, and this plot is surrounded by tons of sanctuary. There's a great access trail for easy slip in and slip out, and it comes from the south, so we're going to access it when there's a north wind. We came in here and to our surprise there were multiple scrapes in multiple different spots. We are going to add another camera to this plot so we capture just about anything that moves through here. We just finished up at the tater top plot. Really excited about the early activity we're seeing and what the cameras are going to show us over the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're going to work our way north and start marking things along the way. The crown stand. This is west of the nursery and north of the tater top plot. I'm going to go back and mark the stand, and I'm going to mark the access trail as well. Cool spot. This is a walking only trail. So when I come out here in the pitch black, I'm going to use the OnX app to really follow that trail and not spook any deer or get off course. This double set is hung in a habitat break between thermal cover and lowland hardwoods. Come the rut, these deer are going to be cruising this creek bottom all day long, so it's really important we get in here before daylight and use the OnX app to access the stand. One of the cool tools OnX has is I can click on this access trail I just created and measure the distance from the road to the set. As you can see, this access trail is 333 yards. We just got done marking the crown stand. We're going to head into the llama stand. This stand is situated just across the creek and at the very south end of the big destination food plot. We're going to use this access when there's a north wind and be able to slip in and out undetected. The cool thing about this big destination food plot is our access points. We can access it from the north or the south. What you see behind me used to be an 80-acre cornfield. The Love the Grind team has now designed this to have 60 acres of habitat and bedding for deer and 20 acres of food. This is going to be pivotal in holding these deer once the agricultural fields get harvested around this property. We are on the north side of this big destination food plot. We came in off the main access where we started and we marked our access trail using the OnX app. On the northeast corner of this big destination food plot, there's another stand location that we're going to access from a different direction. When we look at a farm from an aerial view, we really like to look for those inside corners. These make great spots for food plots and stand setups. These two food plots actually connect with a walking strip that we designed so that deer can funnel to and from each food plot. And the last plot we're going to access from this spot is called the spiderweb plot. This is an incredibly cool design plot that we're really excited about. So this is where the walking trail begins, and we're going to mark this on our map. We're at the spiderweb plot and I'm marking the stand and the cameras. This design is second to none. This is going to bring hunting to the next level. Deer are going to funnel through the spiderweb design right to the middle where we strategically placed a blind, and it's going to be game over. This spiderweb plot will be one of our main focuses in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Everything comes together and funnels down to right where we are standing. From here, we're headed to the pivot plot, but we're going to access this one from a totally different direction. We're at the pivot plot. This is a new plot that we carved out in a habitat break. It sits right between a big area of thermal cover and a huge clear cut that's going to be really thick. And we can access this plot 2 different directions. We can access it from the north and we can access it from the west. We already have the main access marked. We're actually going to weed whip a secondary trail to backdoor one of the rednecks from the north. From this access point, we can access 2 more locations, the Bermuda Triangle and the beach. We're going to go in and access the Bermuda Triangle. We call it this because it's located between 3 different food plots: spiderweb, pivot, and beach. And we're going to go in and mark the trail and mark each stand location and each camera. From here, we're headed to the beach plot. This is the beach plot. Because this food plot is located in the interior part of this farm, it's not easy to access. We needed to come in here, get boots on the ground, and really understand each access point. This plot has 2 blinds, and each blind has its own access point, and it has the only water source on this area of the farm. If we're going to try hunt the blind behind us, we're going to have to access that from the east. Now we can mark them in detail on the map so we're prepared come hunting season. We just finished marking all of our cameras and stand locations, as well as all of our access trails. Now it's time to leave this property alone until hunting time. We're going to get the intel from our cameras and we're going to scout remotely using our OnX app. OnX is a game changer for us, and it's going to help us be more successful this fall.